Plenty is brewing at banks these days. Joining me now is Darren Tristano. He's with Technomic, here to talk about the changing face of banks. Glad to have you on our show.
Well, thanks for having me.
So we have Capital One, which tends to be a very cool, hip place to just hang out. It's a bank, but not really.
Right.
So what do you think about this trend?
Well, I think if we look at the way banks have changed over time, most of the banking takes place online today, whether it's loans or transactions. So what are we going to do with all these banks out there? So banks today are trying to figure out how to utilize their space, justify their rent, and bring more people in. So what's happening is these banks are opening up their doors for yoga studios and allowing space for those business people that want to meet. And now they're starting to offer coffee and sandwiches at some of these locations, converting from the banking to maybe a little bit more towards the restaurant industry.
Our producer is actually joking that maybe it's just that the banks don't want to pay for that free cup of coffee anymore, so now they bring in a cafe and you're forced to pay.
Well, in the old days, coffee used to be free at banks, but today, now it's gonna cost you. And with the lines continuing to grow at Starbucks, with all of their mobile payments and people having to find other places to get a good quality cup of coffee, a bank just might not be a bad place to go.
Do you think this is a good plan, and can these cafes maybe overtake a Starbucks because you can get 2 for 1 when you're out?
I think there's a value play here that for a number of consumers who are looking for a good cup of coffee but at a good price, compared to some of the more high-end places like Blue Bottle and even Starbucks, I think it's a great value, great opportunity, and certainly a great way to justify the rent you're paying on a busy street.
Are cookies and coffee enough, though, to really attract consumers? Will they fall for this?
Well, I think cookies and coffee is a way to keep them lingering. But ultimately what they're trying to do is create areas for Wi-Fi and comfortable couches, lounges, more of a lingering and destination opportunity, similar to what Starbucks has done to become so successful. But maybe next year we'll see more of that happening.
What other trends are you seeing, Darren?
Well, right now we're seeing a lot of trends with delivery. That tends to be a shift towards the Gen Z consumer who's really up to the age 23 now. And today the on-the-go consumer wants to be able to buy restaurant quality meals but enjoy it somewhere else. So the takeaway options, the mobile ordering, and the third-party delivery are trending in a way that still allows restaurants to be relevant but allows the consumer to have what they want where they want it.
Well, thanks for coming on our show today. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.